Several Filipino vloggers and influencers have formed a group called Content Creators Against Corruption. In their manifesto, the group pledged to use their platforms to expose wrongdoing, support whistleblowers, and push for public access to information on government spending. They also vowed to uphold integrity, refuse complicity, and amplify trust, transparency, and accountability in both their content and communities. And we now talk to Carlo Ople, lead convener of Content Creators Against Corruption. Good evening, Carlo. Welcome to The Big Story.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be with you guys tonight.
Yeah, tell us how you were formed. Parang serendipitous lang ang nangyari ba?
Actually, nung lumabas yung picture ses nung lamesa na may sobrang daming pera, a lot of content creators were actually messaging each other, talking about how it was so gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. And mula dun sa pagkakausap, na dun nagkaroon na idea na baka it's time we come together and band together. Kasi one thing that creators are afraid of is for their safety. Pag nagsalita sila against corruption, kinakabahan sila. So ang sinabi ko sa kanila, pagsama-sama tayo, unang-una sa lahat, mas malakas boses natin, tapos pagsama-sama tayo, we're safer together. So doon na nabuo siya. So doon na namin siya nabuo together, yung Creators Against Corruption.
So what are your objectives, aside from, I suppose, exposing wrongdoing? Also, a concern is how do you police your own ranks? Because we've seen also how social media can be abused or be used irresponsibly.
Yeah, so we have a manifesto that talks about how we want to hold those in power to account, something that a lot of journalists, I'm sure, are very familiar with, no? But going beyond that, one of our objectives also is to train like the next generation of anti-corruption creators and to equip them with the proper tools and capabilities so that they can be successful creators on their own. So just to give you an idea, di ba yung pinaka-issue na to lumabas sa dalawang lugar, Hagonoy at Pasig. So later this month, we will have a creator caravan in Hagonoy kung saan yung mga aspiring creators at Hagonoy creators, ite-train namin on different things. We're partnering with an organization for fact-checking. Meron kaming training for them on how to use Twitter or how to use TikTok effectively. So kumbaga, it's going beyond just making noise, but also planting seeds and laying the foundation so that future generations of creators will also be, kumbaga, will have the right values and skills so that they can address corruption head-on later.
You know what's really nice, Carlos, that netizens are also very smart. They now expect a lot from these
Exactly.
content creators, right? They say, use your platform wisely. When someone is silent, parang they criticize them, right? And they say to speak up on these issues. But right now, I'm curious, how many members do you have in CAC?
Well, when we launched yesterday, we had 20, those who initially signed. The moment it was announced, we had over 100 plus messages on our Facebook page, probably 50 more messages on my personal account. So we've just been flooded with interest from content creators ranging, and siguro this is to echo yung sinabi ni Ronald kanina, says the creators we're getting are not political creators. As in, we're getting interest from creators who are doing like horror content on TikTok. Creators are doing food reviews on their Facebook pages. We're getting I recently, literally before this call, I was talking to a creator who was into dance. Parang yung Zumba. Na sinasabi kanina. Kasi talagang it's from the entire spectrum of the internet, which I think shows the breadth of disgust talaga and buwisit dito sa nangyayari sa atin na kumbaga there's no more time. We cannot fence it. We cannot stay idly by. We have to use our platforms really to try to contribute into this national discussion on how to end corruption.
Yeah, and it's good that you're channeling this anger towards something productive, something that can actually lead to change. And hopefully it carries also into elections because really, it's who we vote for. I mean, we're responsible. Binoto natin tong mga taong to, hindi ba?
Correct. And you know what's interesting lang? So, di ba dun sa lunch namin, So yung first thing na sinabi ko is dito, walang pink, walang dilaw, walang Duterte. Dito, against corruption tayong lahat. Kasi pag titingnan mo yung mga kwarto, nung nag-quick survey ako, sino dito mga maka-administrasyon, yung mga nagtaas ng kamay. Tapos kumbaga dinaanan ko lahat ng mga different sides. Tapos lahat sila, they were all in the same room, kumbaga against corruption, so, which is nice. And hopefully we get to continue that through voter education and campaigns like that, using these creators and using their platforms.
Well, as you mentioned, Carlo, it's also very important that you use social media responsibly.
Yeah.
And how will you handle content creators who, let's face it, are some peddlers of fake news?
Well, dun sa manifesto namin, it says na we will try to uphold integrity as much as possible. But given the sheer volume of people who want to be part of the movement, I think it will be very difficult to police every single one, but we will try our best. I think the best effort talaga that we can do, lalong-lalo na in our future activities, is to train and to equip as many creators as possible. Kasi that's what's sorely needed right now talaga. And then when I say train, it's not just teaching them how to be big on TikTok or how to be big on Facebook and Instagram. We have an entire program that talks about integrity, that talks about values, and hopefully those cut through. And we're able to shape not just their minds, but also their hearts, no, pagdating sa pagiging content creator.
And right now, do you already have ideas on what kind of content you guys are planning to make?
Malilikot ang utak ng mga to, for sure.
There are trends, right? Yung parang rich in life because I funded my own vacation, something like that. And it talks about the corruption as well, right?
Yes, there's a lot of talk on different kinds of collaborations, ranging from joint podcasts to collab content to make things funny, to make it more kumbaga viral. I just want to echo one sentiment. No? So I was recently a speaker dun sa Public Relations Congress of the Philippines. I think it happened yesterday or 2 days ago. Tapos ang sinabi nila, yung pinakamalakas na nangyayari is when you have a young creator who knows how to speak the language of digital and someone who has the wisdom and experience of being either a veteran communications professional or a PR professional. Kasi pag nagsama yung dalawang yun, you get sharpened messages and effective reach. And yun yung gusto natin makuha talaga dito, is we want to meld the power of both para we really make meaningful change.
Ilan kayang milyones ang followers pag pinagsama-sama itong miyembro ng grupo nyo?
Doon pa lang sa initial 20 cents, I think mga parang mga over 20 million.
Wow.
Ang dami talaga. Kasi medyo madami talaga. Pero to be honest, follower count is not the most important thing these days. It's really the quality of your content kasi the algorithms will reward you if your content is good. Kapag vanity number na lang ang follower count ngayon.
So, but will you carry your movement also to protest actions on the street or puro social media lamang?
We have several members who want to participate in the different protests. I have a vision on how to do it, like working with the organizers so that we have a content creator section. But I don't know if we can pull it off in time for the 21st, no? But definitely we want to participate as well. We have a lot of interest from the creators who want to join the one in EDSA, I think, happening on the 21st. Doon ko sa tingin marami kaming pupunta. And hopefully we get to be a bigger part of that kasi we get to amplify the message. Kasi sabihin natin you have, I don't know how many will go, 50,000, palagi mo na, 40, 30, 20. But if we, all the creators on that day amplify that message, then we get to reach millions. So that's also why they need to be boots on the ground. Hindi pwedeng kumbaga nasa social media lang at nag-share.
Right. But in the end, ano ba ang common goal ninyo? Na may managot, may makasuhan, ano ba, merong bang
Ay,
ganun?
lahat.
Lahat.
Lahat may makasuhan, may managot, may makulong. Pero at the same time, more importantly, and I think this is the one where I am personally focused on, it's really empowering that next generation of creators. Kasi that's where we need to really focus on it. I mean, we can focus on the now, but the now is fleeting. The now can be gone like in the next few months. But what I personally, ako being, having been in the industry for a while in digital, I really want to make an impression on the next generation. Grabe sa Hagunay says, may grupo doon ng mga bata, high school to college, na magaling na mag-TikTok, na gusto talaga tumulong na pagandahin yung image ng Hagunoy, na hindi lang palaging binabaha. Diba yun yung mga gusto nating tutukan din, diba, as an organization, to really empower them. And I think while all of this is good, the exposing the corruption, and definitely we'll go after that, ako personally, one of my personal missions talaga is to to uplift and leverage and empower the next generation of creators to have the right values and to have the right skills.
Great. Nangunguna ka nga lagi, Carlos. Sa'yo ko natutunan yung unbox. Ikaw ang unang mga nag-unbox ng mga kung ano-ano. Until it
Pandora's
became...
box.
And, well, now a Pandora's box has been
Open.
unboxed. Thank you. Thank you, Carlo Ople of Creators Against Corruption.